Every relationship hides a story, and every story carries pain. Welcome to Cheating Stories Insights, where truth bleeds through words. It started with a sigh. Not mine, hers. It came from the kitchen, soft but sharp enough to slice through the silence between us. She was stirring coffee, staring at nothing, the spoon tapping against the mug like a metronome counting down the end of something I couldn't name yet. "Mark," she said, still not looking at me, I think we need a break. Just like that. No tears, no build-up, no fight. A break. The word lingered in the air, weightless and cruel. I watched her hand tighten around the handle, her knuckles pale. There was no anger in her eyes when she finally looked up, just distance. Like she'd already left weeks ago. She said she needed space, said she was lost, said law school had changed her perspective on life. I'd worked overtime to fund that perspective. 2 years of tuition, rent, food, late-night drives when she broke down studying for exams. But I didn't argue, I just nodded. She packed that night, calm, efficient, like she'd rehearsed it. And when she closed the door, I stood there for a long time, listening to the sound of her car fading into the distance. That's when I knew. Something wasn't right. The next morning I noticed the details. Her favorite perfume missing from the shelf. 2 suitcases gone, not one. And her law notes, the ones she guarded like treasure, left on the desk, untouched. People don't leave the symbols of their ambition behind unless they're planning something cleaner. I didn't call her. I wanted to, but silence was the only dignity I had left. A week passed. Then, by accident, or fate, I saw her name pop up on social media. A photo, a rooftop bar, a man beside her. His hand rested lightly on her waist. The caption read, "New Beginnings." My chest went hollow. It wasn't the picture that broke me. It was the timestamp. Taken 2 days before she left me. I closed the app, poured a drink, sat in the dark, and listened to the ice melt. So that was it. All those late-night study sessions weren't always about law. I didn't confront her, not yet. People like her, they tell on themselves eventually. Instead, I watched, quietly. Her phone was still linked to our cloud account. She never changed it. I saw photos of hotel rooms, brunches, smiles. He was older, corporate type, maybe one of her professors. Every night, I scrolled through their little digital scrapbook, numb but deliberate. There's a strange peace in watching your own heart decay in real time. One night, I saw something new, a message chain. His name, Andrew. "He'll be fine. I'll tell him after the semester ends. You deserve better, babe." I took a screenshot, sent it to myself, labeled the folder, Truth. Weeks passed. She didn't call, didn't ask about the house, the bills, the life she'd left scattered behind. Then, one afternoon, she showed up, hair shorter, eyes harder. She smiled faintly at the door. I came to pick up a few things. I stepped aside, watched her move through the house like a stranger revisiting an old crime scene. She didn't look at me when she said, "I found a new place." I almost laughed. The house, our house, was still in my name, paid for by my overtime, my savings, my belief in her dreams. I didn't say it then. I just nodded, the way she used to when pretending to listen. She took her bags, her books, her guilt, and walked out again. A month later, her name appeared in my inbox. Subject, help? I opened it. Her tone was different, softer, uncertain. She said the man she left me for wasn't who she thought, said things had fallen apart, said she was between jobs, between apartments. She didn't ask directly, but the implication was clear. She needed a place to stay. I read it 3 times, then replied, "Of course, come by tomorrow, we'll talk." She arrived just before sunset. The house was spotless. I'd made coffee, the same way she used to like it. When she walked in, there was relief in her eyes. For a second, I almost felt it too. Almost. She started talking, quickly, how she'd made mistakes, how she wanted to find herself again. I let her speak, let the words pour out like a confession to someone who'd already read the verdict. When she paused, I handed her a document across the table. She frowned. "What's this?" "Mortgage deed," I said. "I refinanced last month." She blinked. "You sold the house?" I shook my head. "No. I just took your name off it." Her lips parted. "But my things, my clothes—" "They're still here," I said quietly. "For now." The silence that followed was surgical, precise. She stood there, trembling, trying to process what power felt like when it slipped away. "Mark, where am I supposed to go?" she whispered. I looked at her, really looked at her. For the first time in months, she wasn't composed. She was small, unsteady. "You'll figure it out," I said. "You're good at that." That night, I sat by the window, watching her car parked outside. Headlights off, engine silent. She didn't drive away. She slept there, curled up in the front seat of the same car she used to drive to law school, to him, to freedom. I didn't feel joy, not even satisfaction, just balance. Some debts don't need to be collected. They settle themselves, in silence. It's been 3 weeks. The neighbors whisper when they see her car on the curb. I don't correct them. Sometimes I catch her staring at the house from the driver's seat, eyes red, waiting for the door to open. It doesn't. She had her new beginning. Now she can live with the ending she wrote. I finish my coffee, close the blinds, and for the first time since she left, the silence feels clean.